Have you ever noticed how the world just won't shut up? We're constantly bombarded by notifications, endless feeds, and the pressure to be online, to be seen, to be heard. It's a relentless competition for attention. But what if the ultimate status symbol isn't being the loudest person in the room? What if it's having the ability to leave the room entirely? In our world, which seems almost addicted to noise, a fascinating trend is emerging among the ultra-wealthy. They're paying a premium not for more things, but for less. Less noise, less distraction, less digital chatter. They are actively buying silence. While many of us are chasing likes and followers, they are chasing absence. Think about it. Private islands aren't just about luxury, they're about isolation from the noise. Secluded mountain retreats aren't just for the views, they're for the profound quiet. Phones are intentionally left behind, not because they're forgotten, but because they're a chain to the chaos. This isn't for show. It's not a flex for Instagram. It's a desperate and deliberate act for sanity. They understood a fundamental truth that many of us are still struggling to grasp. You cannot hear your own thoughts when the world is screaming at you. You can't find your own signal amidst the static. That constant influx of information, opinions, and demands. It drowns out your intuition, your creativity, your own inner voice. The very things you need to make clear, powerful decisions. So, they escape. But let's be clear, this isn't about running away from people in an antisocial sense. It's about running towards something vital, peace. It's a strategic retreat to a place where they can reconnect with themselves. Imagine being in a place with no Wi-Fi, no cell service, just the sound of the wind or the waves. In that stillness, something incredible happens. The mental fog begins to clear. Ideas that were buried under layers of distraction finally have room to breathe and surface. It's in this cultivated quiet that true clarity is found. This isn't laziness, it's a productivity hack of the highest order. This concept isn't new, of course. Throughout history, great thinkers, artists, and leaders have sought solitude to do their best work. From Thoreau at Walden Pond to Bill Gates' famous Think Weeks, where he'd isolate himself with nothing but books and papers. They knew that deep, focused work requires an environment free from interruption. What's new is the extreme lengths and the staggering sums being spent to achieve this silence in our hyper-connected age. We're talking about soundproofed homes, digital detox resorts that cost a fortune, and even silent travel experiences where the entire point is to just be. Now, you might be thinking, that's great for them, but I can't afford a private island. And you're right, most of us can't. But the principle is universal and scalable. The key takeaway isn't that you need to be rich to find peace. The lesson is that we must recognize the value of silence and intentionally create pockets of it in our own lives. You don't need a yacht, okay? You need a strategy. This could be as simple as scheduling no phone hours every day. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier to just sit with a cup of coffee and your thoughts before the world's demands come rushing in. It could be a weekly walk in a park without headphones. consciously listening to the sounds of nature instead of a podcast. It could be turning your car into a sanctuary of silence during your commute, rather than filling it with radio chatter. The goal is to reclaim small territories of quiet in a world that wants to colonize every second of your time. When you start doing this, you'll notice a shift. Your anxiety might lessen. Your ability to focus on a single task will improve. You'll start solving problems in the shower or on a walk, because you've finally given your brain the unoccupied space it needs to connect the dots. You'll begin to understand what the wealthy already know. Real power isn't about how much noise you can make or how much attention you can command. That's a frantic, exhausting game. True, sustainable power is built in the quiet. It's the strength that comes from clarity, the confidence that comes from self-awareness, and the creativity that is born from stillness. So, I challenge you today. Find a way to buy yourself some silence. It might be the most valuable investment you ever make in a world that screams for your attention. The most powerful move you can make is to quietly turn away and listen to yourself. Because peace isn't just a luxury anymore. It's the new power. It's the foundation upon which a meaningful and successful life is built. Thanks so much for watching. If this idea resonated with you, let me know in the comments how you find your own pockets of silence. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that helps you tune out the noise and tune in to what truly matters. See you in the next one.